Hello, and welcome to the October 2024 edition of Florida by the Numbers, brought to you live from the Future of Florida Forum, where Florida's business leaders, elected officials, education, workforce, and community advocates are uniting around the Florida 2030 Blueprint's 6 Pillars framework to address what's needed for Florida's residents, businesses, and economy to succeed in 2030 and beyond. I'm Sheridan Morby, Senior Research Economist for the Florida Chamber Foundation, and I'm excited to give you an update on what's happening in Florida's economy. The Florida Scorecard is a great resource for high-level state data, but also data at the county level. This month's update is focused on Florida's economy at the state level, but if you want to know what's happening in your county, check out the floridascorecard.org. It covers a variety of data points, including employment statistics, housing statistics, inflation rates, and more. The prevailing trend in Florida's labor market in 2024 has been stability, and the recently released September labor market statistics are no different. The unemployment rate remained at 3.3% for the 6th consecutive month, and the number of unemployed Floridians was unchanged. There was stable, steady growth in Florida's employment, which is now very close to a historic level of 10 million non-agricultural jobs. With the latest steady growth, we do expect Florida to head into 2025 with over 10 million jobs. 7 of the 10 major industries saw annual job growth in September. Although there have been slight changes in the trends here, some months all industries see growth, some months as many as half see dips, there are a couple of trends that persist. For example, the education and health services industry continues to see some of the fastest growth each month. This industry includes occupations in healthcare, which are consistently the most in-demand jobs and the jobs that have the greatest workforce shortages, and it also includes education occupations. Let's shift focus to unemployment. Unemployment remained unchanged this month, and open jobs declined, leading to a narrowing in the workforce gap. Although at the state level, open jobs and unemployment are coming more into balance, it is important to note that due to how this data is collected, the over 390,000 open jobs is likely an underestimate of the workforce needs in the state, meaning the gap is larger than shown. This data varies by county, with even closely neighboring counties like Hendry and Palm Beach counties seeing significantly different workforce challenges. The trend of stability continues into Florida's single-family housing market. While the median sale price of nearly $412,000 is significantly higher than what we were seeing a few years ago, it has remained steady in 2024 and is actually down a little under a percentage point from August of last year. Single-family home sales are similarly consistent with last year's levels. The housing market is influenced by inflation, which is a big concern for both consumers and business leaders. Inflation cooled once again in September, now down to 2.4% at the national level and 2.1% in the southern region. As a reminder, last month the Federal Reserve made a 0.5 percentage point cut to interest rates, which is expected to lower borrowing costs for consumers, meaning that interest rates for car and home loans could see drops in the coming months. This month's further decline in inflation means that another cut or two could be on the horizon before the end of the year. Though a new year is fast approaching, we are still remaining up to date with our 2024 annual economic forecast that we released this past January, being sure to see how Florida's economy compares to our projections. In addition to the interest rate cuts we expected coming to fruition, we also are seeing housing trends in line with our expectations. There has been a 1.3% increase in jobs this year, right in line with our forecasted range of 1 to 1.5%. To stay up to date as soon as Florida's latest metrics are released, we have a couple of resources for you to stay informed between now and next month's By the Numbers. Follow at Florida BTN, which stands for By the Numbers, on X, formerly known as Twitter, where these and other updated figures are posted regularly. Also, be sure to check the floridascorecard.org on a regular basis. These expected metrics will be added as soon as they become available at both the state and county levels to help Florida's leaders lead with data-driven insights. The Florida Scorecard and our team's accompanying research and analyses on these metrics are made possible by the Florida Chamber Foundation's community development partners, companies with a statewide footprint committed to fueling the research and solutions for Florida's long-term economic success. If you have any questions regarding the topics covered today or the work of the Florida Chamber Foundation, please reach out to me through the information on the screen. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in November for next month's edition of Florida by the Numbers.